Well, that run, and it's a pass. Wentz hit as he throws, so it's underthrown, and it's still caught. Michael Pittman into the end zone.
Snell hasn't seen a ton of time. That was just his 16th offensive snap this year. Now Roethlisberger's going to air it out, and it's caught in stride. Deontay Johnson, a 50-yard touchdown strike.
Today, the Chargers led the NFL in drops with 11 drops, and that was really more of just a good defense.
He's got Williams deep on 3rd and 10. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown.
That catch, 6 for 101, 2 touchdowns.
Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. From the 25-yard line, Rodgers hands it off to Jones, and Aaron Jones picks up a first down. Still going across midfield, inside the 30.
Wow.
Down to the 20-yard line.
Mentioned the rookie right tackle.
On 2nd down, Darnold lets it fly. It is picked off by Darius Slay. Slay returns it inside the 15 and down to the 10. Well, Philly fans have been waiting a while for Darius Slay to put his stamp on this season.
I think this is going to help this offense because they have not been doing a great job up front. First play goes down as a rush for Water at 2 yards, 2nd and 8. The set going on the run, and the beat down. Officially says, yes, it's a catch at the 48.
Ingram, it's a flea flicker. Mills looking deep for Conley. He's done! Touchdown! Ready, go.
2nd down and 3. Hudson still playing that right tackle. Caught. Njoku broke a tackle on the play of Adderley. Galloping free. Look at this. Foot race. Campbell can't get him. Touchdown. The Cleveland Browns.
Extra men on the rush. Prescott airs it out. Lamb got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Even longer coaching in the NFL, what he brings to that room.
Trump's got 77 yards on the ground. 2nd down, 4. Adding to it. Stiff arming. Keeping his balance. It's a foot race. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Magnificent.
Across the middle.
Able to pick up the first and a whole lot more. Antonio Brown will not be touched. Burrow on 2nd down. With time, can't find anyone. And now he fires downfield to Jamar Chase. He's got it. Wow. And takes it all the way for a Bengals touchdown. 70 yards from Burrow to Chase. Wow.
54 yards in his career. Here's Winston, who's going to take his shot, throwing towards the end zone, and it is caught! My goodness! Touchdown!
Push that ball back inside to the interior where all your help is.
Early pressure up the middle. Throwing on the run, a wobbler down the sideline. Look at the Rondale Moore, and he's out of bounds. This is just an outstanding play by the rookie from.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's going to be a real short video today. Really just been busy with work, and I want to watch these games tonight. Like I said, starting this video after this Thursday night game's already started. But it's going to be a short one, in and out. Just going to go over these matchups real quick, and then over matchups for this week and power ranking, and that'll be it this week. Nothing too major. But let's get into last week's matchups. Me and Jared's first. Not really much to say about this one, but we'll still look at it. Obviously, he beat me by 100 points. I think if you look at, see, did I have the top 3 scores on that one? Yeah, so you can sit here and scroll down the list of everybody's number 3 score. I think they're all pretty much in the 20s. Yeah. Everybody's in the 20s, and then you got me sitting here with Darren Waller, 8.5, and he's my 3rd top scorer. So that's going to pretty much tell you what's my team's going to look like this week and for the next 2 weeks probably. But and Jared had a good week, 181. That's really good numbers. But Matt Stafford underproduced. Kyler Murray, he really underproduced too. Saquon got injured. Kenny Galladay got injured. Odell didn't do anything. They ain't even looking for him. Waller ain't doing nothing. Maybe with Gruden out, that might change some things there. Don't know. He needs to start producing soon, though. Antonio Brown went off. He might be a wide receiver that stays in my rotation, since I can't really figure out 2 wide receivers I can run with yet. And even my kicker. I mean, even my kicker was missing kicks. What did he end up? Yeah, missed 2 extra points. I mean, just a really rough week. On the flip side, Mark Andrews, Mike Williams had about 100 between the two. They would have beat me just by themselves. How many catches did he end up having? He had 2 bombs thrown his way. So yeah, just plumb went slap off. 8 catches, 165, 2 touchdowns, 2 big, long touchdowns. I know one was 72 yards, and I don't know what the other one was, but monster touchdowns, big points. Definitely love to see that after only having 2 last week. What is he? Is he wide receiver 1 now? I don't even know. Yeah. So number 1 wide receiver in fantasy so far. Tyreek's probably number 2. What? Oh, they're tied? Is that what they're saying? Huh. So he's got both number 1s. Not too bad. I don't foresee them staying up there at the number 1. I could be wrong. But if you asked me who the best fantasy wide receiver is, I'm not saying Tyreek or Mike Williams. And I dare say 95% of our league is in agreement there. Jared might be the only one who ain't. Bench play, Devontae Booker got him some points coming in for Saquon. I know he rejoiced Saquon's injury. He could say he didn't. I have text message proof that he did. Carmel come back around and get him on that one. Shout out Saquon, get healthy. But we don't, over here on this organization, we're a championship organization. We don't root for even the opposing team's players to get hurt. That's just not something we do here. But to each their own. If that's how you want to run your team, do it. On to the next one. Really tough loss for Nick here. Both teams needed to win real bad. I guess they were both 1-3 coming into today. Both teams had a really good week. Zach had Josh Allen, Kamara get about, 83 points between the 2 of them. Pretty good. On the flip side, Jonathan Taylor went off for about 46. James Robinson 30. So big points there. Robert Woods with 30. Cortland Sutton 28. Myles Gaskins, you won't see these. You probably just won't see these guys on, except for these 2. Josh Allen and Kamara are going to go off. They can get you 80 points between the 2 of them every week, really. I mean, they're those kind of guys, but still not in love with Zach's team. Don't know why he didn't play Alexander Madison. If he takes A.J. Brown out, who I don't know why he didn't, especially with Dalvin hurt. But yeah, look at A.J. Brown's stats on the year. 7 points, 0.5 points, 6 points, and then first week with a touchdown. Only because he had a touchdown, he got 14.9. You replace him, put Cortland Sutton up here, put Alexander Madison in your flex, who's the RB1 for Minnesota, a run-heavy team. I'm pretty sure, let's see here, 35, so, yeah, Zach would have had 233 points or something and would have broke Tibbs' record. Oh, shoot. And would have broke Tibbs' record after Tibbs said it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, Zach missed his chance there. I don't know if it wasn't I think he's checking his lineup. I think it was just a misplay or mismanagement on who he's playing. But to each their own. I'm a running back guy, or I'm one who wants to play 3 running backs instead of 3 receivers. That's just how I run mine. But I know some people that like receivers more. Over here, I think Damian Williams got hurt for Nicholas, but still got 20 points for him. Like I said, James Robinson, tough loss. Not much happening on his bench, but just a tough loss for Nick. We got Rick against Adam. Adam's team finally showing the potential that they actually have. Like I said, this is the team to me that has the best receivers. And then we all know what Rick's team is. Even though Rick did come up a little bit on Baker. At first when I seen it, I was like, I don't know Rick, but I think I was just mainly thinking about who he gave up to get Joe Mixon and those guys in that trade. And, you think back to Zeke and Kareem and Terry McLaurin and Calvin Ridley. And then just think of where Rick came after that, like where his team is now. He's still thinking he's losing based on where he was, but I think he won the trade. After I looked at it, he won the trade with Baker. He gets Keenan Allen, who I still think is, I know you're probably not going to take me serious saying it, but I still think Keenan Allen's the one out there. You're matching up the wide receiver one with Justin Herbert, who's been going off, getting them double up points. He gets Antonio Gibson, who's been, like I said, I didn't like him. Still ain't like super crazy on him, but look at his production here of late. 27, 19, 26. Carries still around the 15 range, I guess you could say, average. I don't know what his catches are. Yeah, you're not gonna get too much, but got a big one against Buffalo. Looks like Rick's not got a kicker yet. Looking to pick one up, or maybe not play one at all. I don't know. Because I know he played one last week, didn't he? He had to, right? Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Benches. Over here we got DeAndre 20, Devontae 43, Swift, Rodgers. That's what I'm saying. This team right here, Deontay Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams. You can't tell me there's anybody that's got receivers that can compete with that. But he does need a little help on the running back situation. Miles Sanders just been bummy. I know Tyson Williams ain't done nothing for him. And yeah, he's got an issue with running backs, but hell, he's got enough receivers that he can make a trade for a running back. But good win for Adam. Baker, I don't even know if I can mention this team anymore. Like I said, I won't even talk about him until he gets a win. But Duty going against Baker, 0-5, 3-2. Good win for Duty. I think he was high. No, he wasn't high. We'll end up with Lamar going off getting high for the week. But great week out of Duty's team. Mike Davis has been getting about his average. He's one of those guys just going to get you that 10 to 15 it's looking like each week. Pat Mahomes played the best defense in the league, best team in the league this year, future Super Bowl champs. Still, I mean, you got to be happy seeing him get 21 against the Bills. I mean, you rejoice that. Chuba Hubbard with 27. I think he gets CMC back this week, so that'd be huge. CD got 22. I know he got a big catch, so don't know what else he did besides that big catch. He had to get a few more catches, but 22 for him. Jamar Chase going off. Kyle Pitts had his breakout game. Cordell Patterson. Don't know what's going to happen with him. I mean, they're going to get him the ball no matter what, but I don't know if Cordell is going to start taking over Mike Davis, and then Duty's just going to be out of running back, but still get the. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work out. He's got some running backs down here he can play with, I guess. A.J. Dillon gets touches as an RB2. Or just play, one of his receivers in the flex, because he's got that option too if Devontae starts coming up hot. But like I said, good week out of Duty. I do like his team. On the flip side, trade worked out, but you still got a team full of bums. I mean, you got that 40 out of Hollywood. You might not get that again. Joe Mixon gave you 13. I guess George Kittle's IR. Samaje, the backup, gave you 21. It just, ugh. Don't know who he's got this week, but probably ain't going to win again. Hottest team out. Looking like he is the king right now, fantasy, with King Henry on his team. And if Lamar Jackson's doing his thing, I mean, he got 100 points between the two of them. I think Derrick Henry's been getting about 40 a game, really. I mean, I slap myself every time I think about how I passed up on him. Oh. It's tough to look at. But yeah, Derrick Henry's just been going off. Josh Jacobs back. Good game. Justin Jefferson, great game. Cooper Kupp. I mean, this is just consistent production. If you can get that at Fournette, Tibbs is going to be hard to handle. And still has guys in the flex. I mean, look at this. 0-5. Your team's 0-5, and you drop Michael Pittman Jr. I wish I knew what week he got dropped. It should tell me, right? So Baker dropped him September 15th. I don't know what week that would have been. Probably after week 1. Dude ain't got below double digits since. Getting 12 targets, 8 targets, 7 targets. So, awful drop. Probably the worst drop of the year so far. Just mismanagement all the way around. Hunter's team. See what noticeables I can take out of here. I know Jared Cook didn't show up. Wouldn't have mattered. Let's be honest. Still not bad points scored, but looking like if you're going against Tibbs, you might as well just mark it as an L. And if you're going against me, you might as well just mark it as a W. Because I ain't got nobody playing. McLaurin with a bummy game, Locke with a bummy game. Pretty much didn't get no. Ooh, Chase Claypool's 27. Is he still good? I don't know if he got hurt. I know he's always about hurt, but hamstring. Yeah, he'll be fine. When does Dalvin come back? Oh yeah, he's healthy for me this week. That's great. That's just what I needed. So Dalvin's back. Hunter will be fine. Like I said, this is without Dalvin. You say you could put Claypool in for one of these, which he wouldn't have, but Dalvin's going to be coming in for the flex or running backs, and we'll put Kareem with the flex, I'm sure. Ridley's hurt, or he didn't travel, did he? Was that the game that was out in? Yeah, that was the game I was out in London or whatever. I think they got another one this week or this weekend, so y'all just stay tuned on that. Be sure to pay attention because I forget who it is, but I think it's Miami and somebody is playing out there. I don't know who, but whoever Miami plays this week, I think they're going to be out in London or somewhere and playing. Let's get to our last matchup. Jim against Jason. Jason's just had people go off. I mean, Jason can't catch a break this year. One of the best teams. He's 2-3. Gotta hate it for him. I think he's had like 900 points scored against him. I'm not sure exactly. Russell Wilson out for a little while now. Nick Chubb playing well. Darrell Henderson playing well. Just hard when you get just 9 out of your quarterback. I mean, you got to at least get 20 out of these guys. On the flip side, 51 out of Tom Brady. I mean, come on. Where's the defense at, Miami? Eckler with 37. Not too much. I mean, he had like 3 guys, really, that just went off and carried him to a victory. Mike Evans, Tom Brady, Austin Eckler. What'd they get between the 3 of them? 110 right there, and then he just had to make up 50 points between the rest of them. On the bench, kind of mad at Jim right now. He took the running back I wanted to pick up this week. He knew I was really hurting on running back. Kind of a shiesty move. Probably going to vote on if Jim stays in this league next year because of that. You should know if I'm needing a waiver wire pickup to let me have it. So we'll be discussing that with him. Over here, so we've already really went over. Is Thielen not done anything this year? I guess he had a few. First 3 weeks good. He's just kind of tapered off here. He only had 3 targets against Detroit. I don't think he's hurt, is he? Oh, he is questionable. Did he get hurt last week in the game? I don't know. Anyways, we'll get on to next week's matchups. Like I said, I don't want to make it too long of a video here. Game's already started. It looks like Antonio's already got 13. I don't know if he scored a touchdown or what, but hey, this might be the only time I have a lead on Hunter all week, so I'm gonna enjoy it. Let's see here. They did score again. Did he get a touchdown? Yeah. So shout out Antonio Brown. AB's looking like, honestly, one of my best players, most consistent players. And what was he, like an 8th round draft pick or something stupid? But liking what I'm getting out of Antonio Brown this year so far. He's got Jalen Hurts, Kareem Hunt, Zeke, Dalvin Cook. I mean, let's be honest. I don't stand a chance this week. I really shouldn't even be going over this matchup. But if I can figure out my receiver situation, get these guys back healthy, I really do think I'll be fine. Just these two right here, I was real hopeful on this year. And I'm honestly, they might end up on the waiver. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Picked up T.Y. after I couldn't get a running back off the waiver wire. Just on a whim. I mean, I like my running backs. I just got to figure out the receivers. Like, once they get healthy, that's all I'm trying to worry about, my receivers. And, by the way, Rick, or whoever, Rick's really, shout out Rick, because he is a trading son of a gun. Rather, if he gets ripped off or not, you got to love that he is constantly sending trades and trying to make trades happen. It's just good for the league, really. Just try to make. He did make a better one. He won this last one. I guess he's lost one this year. Just lost his first trade too bad. So yeah, Hunter's gonna win this one probably pretty easily, unless something just happens. His guys don't produce, but when you got Kareem Hunt, Zeke, and Dalvin going against you, and your top two running backs are out, there's not much I can do, I think. Let's see here. Darren Waller was like a second or third round pick for me. I think third round. Dave Montgomery, second round. And besides that I've got starting, Chase Edmonds will be the second highest. So yeah, he was a 5th round pick. So I've got like a 3rd round and a 5th round pick. That's what I'm pretty much trying to work with here. It's not looking good. 0-5 against 1-4. Should be a heater of a matchup. Off of just looking at projections, he must have some buys, yeah. So bye week, but really just Corey Davis. That's all he really plays. Damn, I think I'm projecting more points than Baker this week. I think he really did. Oh, Damian Harris. Not looking like he's going to play. So who knows? If he does get Damian Harris back, I guess that'll probably boost him up to like 134 or something, 130. I don't know. I don't know what they'll project him. But still not a big fan of Damian Harris, fantasy-wise. Just not a big fan of that team right there. Gonna take Nick. Having looked at Nick's numbers, I do like that these two running backs have turned it on here lately. I don't even know if Jonathan Taylor's turned it off. James Robinson started off rough, but he's been on fire. Jonathan Taylor, great. He picked up Kadarius Toney, who's also who I was thinking about picking up, but not going to waste a waiver pickup on him. Kind of waiting on that guy. Did get desperate, needed the Kansas City one, but I will say Nick has been working that waiver. Really, all the schemes in general, they work the waiver, so got to give it to him. James Conner down here on the bench, Hunter Renfrow, Tim Patrick, Jalen Reagor, Jarvis still hurt. Like I said, he had Damian Williams. He had my backup that he got to play last week, but Damian's out this week now. So I think Rick has Khalil Herbert, who will be the starting running back in the bell cow this week. So shout out Rick. Tibbs against Jared. Jared's got a big projected total. Don't know where that's coming from. I guess Najee Harris projected a 30 bomb. You don't see that often. What's he got? Mike Williams 20, Mark Andrews. So yeah, pretty much everybody on Jared's team is going to be projected 20. This is a big fill-in for him. He won't get it all year. Like I said, he'll have to play one of these guys. Yeah. So his running back situation is going to decline after this week, but like I said, he was probably praying for Saquon to get hurt, or he did rejoice. So he got his wish. He got his bell cow this week in Devontae Booker to go against Tibbs. Fournette at 9.2 already. just not going to bet against Tibbs. He's got a great team. Best team in our league right now, 5-0. Got to respect it. I mean, obviously I realize 4-1 over here, but that's not undefeated. So got to respect Tibbs here. I think he's got the best team, got the best bench. He's going to be tough to beat. So we got Adam and Jim. Projections showing Jim going to win. Jim's got 2 playing right now. Tom's already up to 13. Mike Evans at 3. He went with the Miles Sanders, which, hey, I agree with that. I told you that last night on Xbox. So don't be mad at me if he don't do too hot. But I think that's the play there, even against Tampa Bay's run defense. Who was his other option? Latavius Murray. So that's a tough call there. It really is. Miles Sanders ain't been doing nothing, but he is the running back one. Over here on the flip side, Jim got one of the best receivers in the league, Tom Brady. Austin Eckler's been playing well. He picked up Darrell Williams, who I wanted. So now I hope Darrell Williams doesn't play as well. I will never hope he gets hurt like Jared, but I'll hope he stays healthy, gets 5 carries for 0 yards or something. You know, just can't have success if he ain't on my team. Zach Moss, one of the best running backs in the league, obviously. Great pickup by Jim. And he's been a really good running back. Proof's in the pudding there. They got Tennessee coming up. I think that's a Monday night game. Yeah, Monday night game. Should be a slaughtering. Defense should be able to get old King Henry back for the embarrassment last year. Really just need to get Tennessee in general back for the embarrassment last year. I mean, that was a tough one to take. Jim's bench doesn't look bad just off rip. I was sitting here looking at him. 3 decent receivers right there, nothing crazy. Allen Robinson just needs a better situation for him. He is a stud. He's probably just praying, please get him out of Chicago. But we got some buys over here. So we ain't playing a defense on this side, it's looking like. And Miles Sanders ain't doing too good. Adams got the better team in my opinion, but it's going to be hard to bet against Jim this week. He's got the little uptick in Darrell Williams. Is Darrell Williams going to be a starter forever? Last time I checked, when I put my claim in, I think it was just an MCL sprain for Edwards-Helaire. Don't know how long he's out, but if he's out for a substantial amount of time, this would be a great little pickup here for Jim, who was already needing a little bit of running back help. You got Jason going against Rick this week, looking like the closest matchup we've seen so far. I know Jason's still dealing with the quarterback injury. Bench doesn't look too great. Don't know why. He's got 2 quarterbacks on the bench and Kirk Cousins. Jason, just word from the wise, you don't need 3 quarterbacks on the roster, especially when one of them love Geno to death, but he really don't need to be on your roster right now. Over here for Rick, post-second trade, or maybe even third trade, I don't know how many he's done so far, but post-second memorable trade. Rick's team's looking decent. I mean, if Herbert keeps getting 50s, be tough to beat. Got Debo on a bye, still projected 140. Stuff. Still going to go with Jason. Just don't know what Khalil Herbert's going to give us. We know what these two will give us. Going to go with Jason. He needs to win bad. Both of them need it, but Jason kind of deserves it. I mean, he's got the better team. He just had tough luck, really. And for our final matchup, we got Duty going against Zach. I know he's got a lot of Atlanta teams. Obviously, the person who drafted this is a big Atlanta fan, so Duty got hit with the 3 Atlanta buys this week. He's got Christian McCaffrey coming back, which I'm sure he's loving. Pat Mahomes coming off of a tough game against Buffalo. might be looking to get back on track. And I think that Kansas City team, they got 2 or 3 losses now. 3 losses, I think. It looks like he went with A.J. Dillon on the start over, who was his other one that he had here? Yeah, over Mark Ingram. That's just tough. Tough to know who to go with right there. Real close projections. Even thinking about game script wise, that's just close. Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb look real good. Looks like he's got Devontae in the flex since both of his running backs, except for McCaffrey, are out. Over here, who's he got on by? So Alvin Kamara on by. That's tough for Zach because Zach's team is so heavily Alvin Kamara, Josh Allen, like to get you those points. I'm not trusting Myles Gaskin to get me 30 points a week. Jamal's kind of tapered off. I know he had a lower week last week, so yeah, he's kind of tapered off from his first week. Don't know why A.J. Brown's still in here. I would have somebody else. Well, I guess there ain't nobody else. Maybe even Rondale Moore. I put Rondale Moore in there before. Or put A.J. Green back in there. A.J. Brown just ain't done nothing. Robert Woods had a good week last week. Still, I'm going to take Duty. I just think Zach's team without Kamara, even though he put up great number of points, like I said, put Madison in, he's at like 230 last week. But I think he just relies on those top 2 guys to get a win. Like, he has to have Kamara in there. So, yeah, we're going to go Duty with the win on that one. And then we'll just go straight into power rankings. So, let me see if I can make this big screen here. As always, power rankings are sponsored by Farley Custom Kicks. There's the information. Go check him out. I know he's cooking up a heater of a shoe right now. I'm not going to give no spoiler alerts, but I did get a little sneak peek at it on FaceTime earlier, and pretty dope. But obviously we got Tibbs in a league of his own up here at number 1. We got Hunter coming behind in 2. And a pretty close second after he gets Dalvin back. Still love Hunter's team. Just Tibbs is too much to handle. Right. What? Ain't no end? I guess it's on the timer. I don't know. It's never done that. Anyways, Duty at the 3 spot. I just like Duty's team going forward with Christian McCaffrey, those young receivers, CD and Jamar Chase. Jared will say not even close to his receivers, but I think they are. And he's got you in the other areas too. Maybe we gonna say Najee Harris better than CMC? Don't think so. Adam, after his team came alive last week, like I said, I think he's got the best receivers in the league. Some people say otherwise. Running back situation ain't bad. I think Adam's got a good team. They just got to produce. But this is where I see Adam. This is pretty much what I see as the top 4 teams come playoff time, you know. Well, this ain't like final. I don't know. This is who, in my eyes, right now, based on injuries and everything, who's got the top 4 teams. Jared come in at 5. Thought about it. I know he wants to be right here. I just can't put him there. I mean, I look at his team. I looked at his team for 15 straight minutes, and I just couldn't see myself putting him. It was hard putting him over this, but with Russell Wilson out now, I'll give him the nod there. His team is, I mean, they're going off each week, but I think it's going to die down. And poor Jared, if it does die down, he's got to hope that his team is putting up 180 or whatever, 160 even or more each week and getting wins, because once his team cools off and he starts catching L's, all that stuff he's talked to everybody this year is going to come back, and he's gonna rule the day, really, because I tell you what, I ain't gonna be quiet. Anyways, Jason at the 6 hole, Jim at the 7, Nick coming up to the 8. Like I said, respect to Nick. He has grinded on that fantasy. I know he's been sending out some trades. He's been texting me whose number's this, whose number's that, so he can send some trades out. So Nick is trying, so I love that. Zach, don't know if he's trying. I know I sent him some trades before. and I don't get a response on anything, don't get a decline, don't get an accept, you know. So I don't even know if he sees them. I know some other people said the same thing, but luckily he's not really had many injuries this year. Zach's pretty much the type of owner that if his draft, if guys he drafts, you know, kind of go haywire or get hurt, then he's screwed, because he's not going to pick nobody up and probably not going to make no trades. Got Rick at 10. Like I said, Rick was sitting down here in the 11-12 spot. Well, Baker owns the 12 spot now, but Rick was sitting down here. I wanted to move him up more, and I probably should have, because I really do like that trade. But we're going to sit him right here just still as punishment for the previous bad trade with Hunter. So he's still going to sit here just out of principle. Got myself at 11. Like I said, only reason I'm not in 12 was because I know how to win matchups, and obviously somebody else in our league doesn't know how to win matchups. So that's what puts me in the nod here at 11. But I've only got, like, I mean, if I get another injury, I mean, I can't field team here. So I'll be lucky to get over 100 points while my guys are hurt. And that's pretty much why I sit at 11. And, of course, 0-5. Probably going to be 0-6. Shout out. I have to look it up for next week. I'll put a little bit more time in it. I'll see if anybody's ever started out as bad, or if this is the worst start we've ever seen in our league's history. You know, an 0-5 or 0-6 start. And then I guess we'll have to pull out the archives and see what the worst. I think the worst record is 2-11 by either Jared or Rick. I know Rick either had a 2-11 and a 3-10, or 2 3-10s, and then Jared had the 2-11. It's one of those. Those two have you know, historically had the worst records, but one of them hold the record for pretty much, I guess, the worst record. So we'll see if Baker takes ownership of that this year, if he even gets a win. It'd be something to see if, you know, he goes 0, I don't know how many weeks we got in the regular season, but 0-11, 0-13, 0-12, whatever it is. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. Enjoy the game tonight. I know I'm about to hop over and watch it and then play some Xbox. But remember, early game Sunday, playing overseas. If you've got anybody on, what was it? It was Miami. I think Miami, and let me just look at it real quick just so everybody will be on the same page here. Is this my team? What's got my team? I know I got some Miami guys on me. So yeah, they're playing Jacksonville, 9:30 in the morning. So just be sure, if you've got Jacksonville players, Miami players, just keep an eye on that. 9:30. Wake up a little early. If you ain't awake by 9:30, then you deserve to kind of get screwed on that. That's all I got for you guys.